station with my pack on my back. I'm tired of transportation in the back of a hack. I love to hear the rhythm of the clickety-clack, hear the lonesome whistle, see the smoke from the stack, and pal around with Democratic fellas named Mac. Take me right back to the track, Jack. Choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-boogie, woo-woo, woo-woo, choo-boogie, choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-boogie. Take me right back to the track, Jack. Destination, but I'm nice and unlike. You need some compensation to get back in the black. Take the morning paper from the top of the stack and read the situation from the front to the back. The only job that's open needs a man with a knack. Put it right back on the rack, Jack. Choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-boogie, woo-woo, woo-woo, choo-boogie, choo-choo, choo-choo, choo-boogie. Take me right back to the track, Jason. In the beaten down shack, and when I hear the whistle I can peek to the crack and watch the train rolling while I'm bobbing the jack. I just love the rhythm of the clickety clack. Take me right back to the track, Jack. Choo choo, choo choo, choo boogie, woo woo, woo woo, choo boogie, choo choo, choo choo, choo boogie. Track, Jack.
Woo! How about that to get us started here today? Ready, Charlie?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Charlie. Welcome, everybody, to the Jason Coleman Show number 24. Oh, wow. Natalie, Avery, and I are so excited once again to join you, to have you join us here in our home. And today we are not alone, though. It's not just the three of us. We have a very, very special guest, as you've already heard. He is a country legend, a Nashville legend, really, but more than that, he's become a great friend to our family over the last several years of playing and performing together. Would you please make welcome a member of the Country Music Hall of Fame, Mr. Charlie McCoy, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Jason. Boy, it's great to be here. In this strange time, it's great to be able to get together and play music.
It is. It has been a most unusual year for everyone, especially for musicians like us. Charlie and I are used to going out really several times throughout the year and joining up together. Of course, Charlie, you stay busy still in the studio, as you have for your entire career, as probably one of the most recorded musicians, at least in Nashville, for sure.
Possible. I doubt it. I mean, there was a lot of the A-team guys that were doing this 5 years before I got here, but you know, everyone I've just been so blessed that, you know, when you get to do what you love your whole life, and it's 59 years later, and I'm still doing studio work, and it's been a really a blessing.
Absolutely. It's just fun to get to make music and fun to have you here today to make it feel a little more like normal, at least, and make some music together. So we're going to have a good time today with Charlie. If you're watching, make sure to say hello to Charlie. He'll be watching along as well here in a bit, and be sure to share the video as you're watching too with anyone else who needs to tune in for what's going to be a really fun day of music together. So yeah, Charlie and I I've had the privilege the last several years of performing with you in concert and gotten to join you on some of your sessions for your album. You played on some of my albums as well, but you've got, how many albums now have you recorded, Charlie?
43 right now.
Only?
Yeah, only 43.
Well, what do you got that's the latest here that you've released?
My latest one is it's a combination of music from Cajun country and the Big Easy, New Orleans, and it's called Les Bon Temps. And for you folks that don't understand French, it means the good times. And it's an interesting mix of both of those styles of music. And I'll tell you the little secret: in the middle of it, we even have a radio play. Yeah, but anyway, back in 1974, actually, I recorded an album called Harpin' the Blues, and I wanted to do the song Basin Street Blues. So I asked at the time I was on a label, and I asked the boss man, I said, what would be the chances of either getting Al Hurt or Pete Fountain to play with me on this? He said, let me make some calls. He called me back about a week, and he said, I got both of them. So we recorded the track, and back then, you know, we had the big 2-inch tape. It weighed a ton. And I went on the plane to New Orleans and got there in the evening, got a hotel. Next morning, going to the studio in a taxi, it went right down Basin Street. And I thought, this is some kind of a sign right here, right? Got to the studio. Pete and Al at the time were working every night in their own clubs on Bourbon Street. And I thought, oh, I hate to do this to them. They both look like they need some sleep, right? And I'm going to tell you, friends, it was musical magic. First take.
Wow.
First take. And I was just blown away. And Pete said, oh, man, you want us to do it again? I said, no. No. That was total magic. So this is that song. We're going to get it together with the two of us. This is called, from the album Les Bon Temps, this is called Basin Street Blues.
cool song. I may not be an Al Hurd, but I gave it my best try there.
You did it great.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, all my albums are at charliemccoy.com.
And there's a bunch of them. Yeah, you can find Charlie's albums and all the other info to listen to. charliemccoy.com. And of course, if you like what you hear as well, I've got music on my website, jasoncolemanmusic.com. You can check out CDs there. We got our tip jar up and running. The link's there in the comments. Or if you want to become a supporter here on Facebook to keep the music playing here on our Sunday afternoons together, you can do that as well to help us keep some music going during this time when there's not a lot of music out there being played. So
Yeah,
we
no
love
kidding.
getting to
Really.
do our part. What's up next, Charlie?
Well, I wanted to tell a little story about a strange coincidence between me and the man I consider the greatest country songwriter ever. That's Hank Williams. Hank was born just south of Montgomery, Alabama, and he died just south of Montgomery, West Virginia, in a small town called Oak Hill. I was born in Oak Hill, West Virginia. I was only 11 when he passed away. I didn't even know who he was. But when I came to Nashville, I found out real quick who he was, because he was so important for the beginning of country music in the first class of the Country Music Hall of Fame. And I'd like to play for you now my very favorite Hank Williams song.
Whew, I always get worried on that last note, Charlie. We made it. We made it through.
Yeah, that's when I play that and those real bluegrass songs, my wife says, that proves you're full of hot air.
You got it. Oh, what's next? We got a full lineup here, Charlie.
Yeah, I thought, we ought to do a little bluegrass, eh?
Why not? Piano and harmonica, bluegrass instruments, right?
That's right. That's right. So I'll start it off here. I've been rolling in my sweet baby's arm. I've been rolling in my sweet baby's arm. I'm gonna lay around the shack. That's if you're a Merle Haggard fan.
Of course.
Till the mail train runs back. 'Cause I've been rolling in my sweet baby's arm. down on the railroad, and I ain't gonna work down on the farm. Gonna lay around the shack till the mail train goes back. I'm rolling in my sweet baby's arms. I've been rolling in my sweet baby's arms. Rolling in my sweet baby's arms. Gonna lay around the shack till the mail train comes back. I'm rolling in my sweet baby's arms. Now where were you last Saturday night when I was laying right down in jail? Walking the streets with another man, I wouldn't even try to go my bail. I've been rolling in my sweet baby's arms, rolling in my sweet baby's arms. Gonna lay around the shack till the mail train comes back. I'm rolling in my sweet baby's arms. Now my mama was a beauty operator. My sister could weave and spin. You know my papa owns an interest in an old cotton gin. He's watching little money rolling in. Rolling in my sweet baby's arms. Rolling in my sweet baby's arms. Gonna lay around the shack till the mail train comes back. I'm rolling in my sweet baby's arms. I'm gonna lay around the shack till the mail train comes back. I'm rolling in my sweet baby, rolling in my sweet baby, rolling in my sweet baby's arms.
Woo! We made it! Train almost derailed. Boy, I gotta carry the whole band over here. It's tough. We're making it though.
Yeah.
How are we doing over there, Charlie? Having fun yet?
Oh yeah, man. Yes, sir.
Our audience of two over here having fun. Avery about derailed on that song too. Y'all, if you don't know, of course Avery over this year has come to appreciate so many of the country legends. He does not have the normal tastes of a 3-year-old, I think, for music. And one of his all-time favorites is Charlie McCoy. We listen to Charlie all the time here around the house, and so he sort of didn't know what to do with himself to actually have Charlie McCoy in our living room. I mean, come on now. What a privilege. So we'll see a little later on if Avery wants to join in the fun, but for now he's having a blast back there.
Great, yeah.
Hopefully you all are enjoying it as well. If you're just jumping in, welcome to the Jason Coleman Show number 24 with our very special guest, the one and only Mr. Charlie McCoy. So Charlie, I know that through the years, many times you crossed paths with my granddad, Floyd Kramer. Are there any particular memories of the times that you all spent together that really stand out?
I can think of 4 things that are really... The first, I came up here in 1959, auditioned as a singer, but I was a rock and roll singer, and, they weren't much interested in it. But Owen Bradley invited me to watch a recording session, and I watched a 13-year-old Brenda Lee record a song called Sweet Nothings. And Floyd was playing piano on that session, the first session I ever saw. Well, it turned out there was another one the next morning with Carl Butler, and he was playing on that one too. Then fast forward, I come back to town. I'm getting ready to start playing some sessions. I'm playing demo sessions. And I helped the songwriter named Kent Westbury write a song. And he said, man, you got to sing the demo because that's not my style. So I did it. And I got a record contract singing that song. Floyd played on that first record of mine. Yeah. Okay. Then we go on down a road a ways. In the 80s, for 18 years, I did concerts in my hometown to raise money for the town park. And one of those concerts featured Floyd Kramer and the A Strings, and it was fantastic. And of course, the other connection we have together is that he was inducted in 2003 in the Country Music Hall of Fame, and then I was inducted in 2009. So
there you go.
I'm in that same room with him. Boy, it's really cool.
I'd say you're both in good company with one another. Spent a lot of years making a lot of great music together.
Oh, we played on a ton of sessions together.
There's no telling.
Yeah.
Well, it's fun for me to get to at least sort of pick up a little bit where he left off. Of course, he passed away when I was just 12 back in 1997. It's been 23 years, so it's it's fun for me at least to get a glimpse of what it might have been like for the two of you to get to play together and to share that with you is really, really, really cool these past few years.
I got to go out with them a couple times and do those concerts.
Oh, yeah.
It was Chet had
The
he
festival of
wasn't
music.
going,
and-
so it was Floyd and Boots
Yep.
and me.
Yep.
And that was pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, some folks watching might have even seen those concerts through the years. I'm sure. A lot of fans of Granddad's, and a lot of fans of yours who are tuning in today. So, just having fun here. We can't be out there performing, so we'll be here at home making music for you wherever you're listening from, and doing our best to keep it playing here. How about a couple of songs here that I'll play a few of those Floyd Kramer slip notes for you and have Charlie come along with. This is an old Bob Wills tune, but it's one that's been played by many artists, including my granddad. We'll do a little bit of San Antonio Rose for you. And then we'll hop over from there to what really has become maybe my favorite song of all time to play. It's one that is a timeless song, been recorded by many, many people, including my granddad, and I love playing it sort of the way that he arranged it too. This is Georgia on My Mind.
You bet.
Pretty cool. Thanks, Charlie. Thanks for...
Notice his fingers never leave his hands.
Well, what do you got up next here for us?
Well, I'm a big fan of Celtic music, and I think a lot of it comes from my heritage. My father's name McCoy. My mother's name was Kelly. My father's people were from County Cork. My mother's people were from Dublin, several generations back. And some years ago, I went over there to vacation, and I was amazed. It's maybe the most musical place I've ever been in my life. People in the streets, in pubs, people just get up and play. People get up and dance. They have these complicated dances. Looks like a square dance, but no collar. And people know this stuff from the time they're little kids, And it was just amazing to be there and amazing to see all that. So on my very first Celtic album, I did this old Irish folk song, and later we did it together.
Yeah.
It's so old that probably nobody even knows who wrote it.
Right.
But this is a beautiful Celtic song. I'm going to let you start off.
Sure.
This is called The Water is Wide. It's a fine thing you're doing.
You've actually got two Celtic albums, don't you, Charlie?
I have two Celtic albums, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's a song. I love those. The Irish people, they have some of the greatest sense of humor in the world. You go in these pubs. The thing I loved about it, you go in a pub and you sit down next to a guy, and he starts talking to you like he's known you all his life. I mean, that's the way they are. Everybody's friendly, and they love humor. And so I decided to try to come up with a song about Irish humor. So this is the thoughts. This is a thought about today's technology. And this is technology that's messing with a 75-year-old Irish man. Okay, so this is his take on today's technology.
So whoever you are that's watching from Ireland right now that's 75 years old, this song is for you, right? Watching here online.
Yeah, I must say I have a few problems with it myself.
Well, we'll give it a try here.
All right. 1, 2, 3. I bought me a computer so I could surf the net. The salesman said it's easy, but first you'll have to get a printer and a monitor, a modem and a mouse. Why, I don't think my kitty cat will let it in the house. The thick book of instructions said it would be a breeze, but when I tried to read it, it was in computerese. I called the company for support from a computer geek, but my call went to India. It might as well be Greek. And now it sits here on the shelf and takes up lots of space. I think I'll go down to the pub. The Rats are winning the race. My kids bought me a cell phone so we could stay in touch. My daughter said, "You'll love it, and it doesn't cost too much." Why, it's £100 every month just to turn it on. But if you wait till midnight, you can speak for free till dawn. You can get the weather, watch the markets rise and fall, and even watch a football match if you can find the ball. You can text your family 100 times a week. I thought the purpose of a phone was for people to speak. It's too much information, I can't keep pace. I think I'll go down to the pub. The Rats are winning the race. My neighbor bought a satellite dish to go with his TV. He has 200 channels, and none of them are free. He has BBC and CNN, Italia 1 and 2, Spanish, French, German, and cooking from Peru. 10 infomercial channels, play from dusk till dawn. He has a big remote control so he can see what else is on. For an extra £100 a month, there's football round the clock. He said at midnight we can watch Manila play Bangkok. It's too much information, don't think I have a place. I think I'll go back to the pub. The Rats are winning the race. Or something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that.
We'll practice the ending next time.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm sure no one watching from their phones and their iPads this concert today can relate to any of that in your song, right, Charlie?
No.
Not a bit. That goes out to all of you who have been putting up with all this technology for all this time. Everybody's doing nothing but lots of FaceTime these days, and we're trying to make it through ourselves.
Well, I'm telling you, my generation, we're the guinea pigs for this stuff, you know.
I have to say you're doing just fine, just fine. Hey, and that song and so many others are on Charlie's albums. You can find at charliemccoy.com. Or if you like what you're hearing from my piano music, I've got all those albums on my website as well. You can also leave something in the tip jar here or become a supporter here on Facebook to help us keep the music playing. It's been such a pleasure here having Charlie. We have a few more songs before we go. Charlie, you want to lead us into this next medley here?
Yeah, this is a medley we'd like to honor our veterans. These are the people that have, that have given their life or they've become injured, protecting our freedom and our right to have the free country that we have. So we'd like to do a little tribute to those veterans out there, and all of you out there that are veterans, thank you so much for your service. We do appreciate it so much, and this is our little tribute to you.
Thank you, Charlie, and thank you to all of you who are watching who have served our country, our veterans, our first responders who keep us safe and keep us free. Well, Charlie, we're rounding out our time together, but we have a couple of more songs here. And if you don't mind, you are our very special honored guest today in our home. But every week here on our Sunday afternoons, I actually have another special guest that likes to join me. Would you mind if we invited one more person to join our band?
I think it'll be great.
Would you please make welcome Mr. Avery Kramer Coleman,
right.
everyone. Wow, Avery, how you doing today? Oh, bonk.
Oops.
Oh, you okay? How you doing?
I'm just fine.
Are you just fine? Have you had fun today?
Yeah.
Did I bonk your nose? I'm sorry. You okay? You're a brave boy. Are you okay? All right, let's see. Avery, who is in our house today? Who is that?
That's Charlie McCoy.
Oh, are you a big Charlie McCoy fan? Do you love Charlie's music? We listen to Charlie's music all the time, don't we? Do you want to help me with the Charlie McCoy song and help Charlie play a song? Are you sure? Here, let's sit together. Let's try to play
Yeah, I can't wait for this.
one more song, Avery, with Mr. Charlie. You want to do it? He's getting ready.
All right.
Avery, I think it's time. You want to help with a song called Orange Blossom Special? Ready? All right, you sit right here, and I'll sit right here.
Sit in my knees.
Oh, you want to sit on your knees? Here, I'll let you sit this beside me, right here, and we'll see how this goes. Ready? We're going to help Mr. Charlie. Charlie, you ready for this?
I'm ready,
This
yeah.
may be an Orange Blossom that you've
can't
never
wait.
played before, so we'll try. You want to count us in?
Yeah.
Go for it. All right, give us the count off, Charlie. We'll do it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right on it. Thanks, bud. Wow,
That
Avery!
was Orange License Special,
It
Mom.
was Orange License Special.
If he could write yet, I want to get his autograph.
We nailed that ending, didn't we?
Come by Jason Coleman, by Richard Carter, and by Epic Coleman.
Well, Charlie, you have officially made his 3-year-old life now with that. Avery, that was so great. And how about it for Mr. Charlie, too? He wasn't too bad either, right? Well, Charlie, it's been a thrill. It really has.
Enjoyed it. I miss us playing together, and this was great. We do some of these two-man things.
We
and,
do.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's fun. It's hard. It's a job to try to cover all the bass and the piano and the drums and everything. But we make it work. I'm just trying to keep up with you as always. And you set the bar, and anybody that plays with you always just tries to hang out with Charlie McCoy.
You got it covered. No, that's for sure.
Well, it's been a great day. Hope you all have enjoyed it. Of course, we have one more song before we finish, but it has been a pleasure, and hopefully we will be out on the road again before long. This thing will be past us, and every day is a day closer, and hopefully we'll see you at a concert, Charlie and me, sometime here in the coming weeks and months, and we're excited for that day to come and to be here very soon. But until then, we'll leave you with one more song. This is the song that we close every show here on Sundays with, every Jason Coleman show, and it's a song. Charlie, you might have heard of this song before, I believe.
Oh, I believe so.
Only a little song called Last Date. Thank you once again for joining. How about another big hand for Charlie McCoy, everyone? Wherever you're watching, give him a big round of applause. Avery, Natalie, you want to come say goodbye to everybody as always? Yeah. Boy, what a day we have had. Avery, was that the most fun concert ever?
Yeah.
Yeah. Natalie, how was that for you back there?
That was so much fun. Such good music.
Oh, yeah. We love having Mr. Charlie in our house, and we will be excited to get to head out on the road again sometime soon. Avery, you playing some more Orange Blossom for us now? He will not stop talking about this now, Charlie. This is going to be...
I know. He may have seemed stoic over there, but he's going to be talking about this for weeks. Weeks. This is what we're going to hear about.
Adrian, can you say thanks for watching?
Thanks for watching.
Here, talk on our microphone. Say thanks for watching, everybody.
Thanks for watching.
Say thank you, Charlie.
Dingus.
Say thanks, Mr. Charlie.
Thanks, Mr. Charlie.
Say we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time.
We do thank you, Charlie.
Thank you, Mr. Avery.
And we thank all of you very much, and we'll see you again real soon. Take care.